Hi everyone, this is Ty's Fishing Tackle Industry Channel. This is Ty. So today I would like to explain about the bass lures, bass fishing lures coming from Japan. So you see many black bass lures are spreading, sold all over the world. Have you ever thought about why this is happening and what is the background of that? So in this video I would like to explain that. So let's begin. So first, I would like to look at the little bit of history of the economic situation in Japan. So after the World War, Japan had quite strong growth of the economy. So some people are calling this a Japanese economic miracle. So this was so strong that people are getting richer and richer in a very short period of time. And then these people were looking for the chances to enjoy the sport or leisure activities. So outdoor sports is one of these leisure activities. So then here comes that. So of course, the fishing is a very popular sport even before the war. So why not? People are looking at this fishing as a good option to enjoy their leisure times. And then here comes the black bass. So black bass was taken as very new things. So at this period, people really like to have something new. And the new means something more coming from outside Japan. So they were considered to be very trendy and sometimes fashionable. And these were often coming from the US. So bass fishing, as you know, is coming from the US, and then it was trendy. So these backgrounds, so these all in all is gaining the popularity in bass fishing and starting booming even in 1970s. So and then it grew and grew, and by the year of 1979, so there was a first bass fishing competition in Japan. So this is the kind of sister organization of the BASS, so BASS Japan. And then they started competition and it grew even by the year of 1982, 400,000 people joining this organization. So you can see a very big movement there. So by the year of the 1970s and 1980s, so these are the years that the Japanese are having a very good period, not only for the leisures and for the production in general or products in general. And for example, Sony Walkman, the portable music listening devices. So these are introduced in the world 1979. And the names probably you have heard is the Panasonic. So these are coming from Japan. And then with the label, good label of the Japanese quality. Japanese qualities were good. So these are the momentum behind these movement around the bass fishing too. So they're in the bass fishing. So people are very passionate enthusiasts started to build their lures in 70s and 90s, 80s. And then so around this period, I got a list. So in 1970s and 1980s, so Smith, the brand called Smith, or Tackle House and Hankel. So the Hankel is the brand which labeled themselves HMKL. So these are the one of the first brands producing their own products for the bass fishing. So they were getting quite popular at that time. So and then it grew and grew. So in Japan in 1980s, they had a specialized magazines even for only for the black bass, and in the 1990s and the 1990s and on, so there's more and more Japanese markets are growing with the new products, and then even some good anglers are traveling to the US for the competitions, and then they gained, as already some of you know, that there are many famous anglers and who is a very say gaining a good position in the competition in the states, and that is so all in all 1990s were the very, very good period in Japanese bass fishing. And economically, there are a lot of people. People are spending a lot of money, backed with that economic boom behind it. So in these periods, I got a list of the brands who were established themselves in 1990s. Okay, the list goes. Okay, Valley Hill, 1990. Evergreen, also 1990. And Lucky Craft, 1993. And then Lucky Craft established their US branch in 1997. And in Japan, the Duo and Norris started their business 1995. And the Depps and K-Tech, they started 1996. In 1997, Megabass was established. Okay, and then 1998, IMA, 1999, Jaco. So you know all these names, they are very famous brands all over the world now. So they were established in the 1990s. And obviously, so looking at this positive things all happening all around the bass fishing in Japan, which is making a lot of products, new products. New products is having something new, something refined, some new technique and so on. So this is giving the Japanese market have opportunity to have their own style of fishing, like finesse and so on. So these are coming up. And then I can say it, okay, maturing of the market. So this maturing of the market continues to 2000s. So in 2000s, I got the list here. Probably, yeah, you are expecting some names here. So Measure Craft was launched in the year 2000, and OSB also in the same year. And in 2004, Guncraft, you know, the big swim bait, Guncraft and Imakatsu were established in 2004. So all these names were gaining their names after that, and it continued, refined, and then trying to establish themselves in the market. And then Japanese competition, competitive market is still going on. So the rest of the story about these brands, you know probably more than I do. So this is the background of why bass fishing lures is very, very popular all over the world. And I suppose you have some questions about the details of the brand and so on. So please feel free to write anything in the comment section. And then I would like to keep you good information about the fishing tackle and fishing brands and so on. So then if you're interested, please subscribe my channel and then keep me entertained with my video. Thank you very much for watching. See you. Bye.